games against him on chess.com than anyone else. Look at the Danya Fabiano game. Sure, if I can find it, I will. Yeah, if I can find it, I will. So let me find it. Caruana Naroditsky. That was that legendary Spanish. Let me find it. Thank you for streaming. I mean, I'm streaming. I was not intending to stream today. And then I saw there was a bunch of nonsense elsewhere. But then, as I said, when I went over to the club. When I went over to the club with my wife before the round started, I mean, I for something in my mind just clicked. I call it intuition, whatever. Something clicked when I saw Eric Rose, and he didn't look completely right. And so I was like, "Are you okay? It's all good." And then he's like, no. And then he told me the news, and I was thinking, I felt that there are going to be a lot of people who were big fans of Danya's, who are probably going to be looking for somewhere to at least be part of the chess community as a whole. And so I just thought it was the right thing to do. Let me find the game. Let me find it. Where's the game? How do I open this? Do I go here? 1 second. I guess I can't do it easily, so let's just go here. If it loads. Yeah, here we go. I think you guys see the game. I don't care if it shows the analysis and everything. I mean, 1 second. Let me see. Is this better? Maybe this is better if I turn this off. Yeah. So of course there was a game between Fabiano and Danya Naroditsky from the US Championship. This was, I believe, in 27, or when was this? Sorry, let me find the article. I don't have it, so someone can tell me. But they played in the US Championship. Danya played this A6 D6 system against Fabiano's Spanish. I'll flip the board, of course, because Danya won this game. Castles, Bishop D7, C3, and now move Knight to F6. And then Danya played Bishop G7. One thing about Danya is he always loved the fianchetto. He loved it's 2021. He loved the fianchetto setup. He was somebody who really he liked playing the King's Indian. I think everybody knows. He and I we had many games in the King's Indian. It was probably what when I think back on all the games he played, what I'll remember him the most for was just the classic King's Indian. He also played a lot of moderns. I mean, again, as I said, I played it many times. He played all kinds of moderns, all kinds of King's Indian, but he loved the fianchetto bishop. So he ended up getting a fianchetto bishop against Fabiano in this game. And then he castles. We get h3, knight to d4, takes, queen b3, a5, a3, and now we get to move knight to c6. We get to move knight f1, and then we get to move a4 here, queen d3, and now after knight to a5, Danya's trying to put the knight on b3, some pressure towards the central pawns. Very decent position. We get bishop g5, then we get h6, takes, knight d2, we get knight a5, knight b1, bishop g7, and then we get to move c6. White's still a little bit better here, but black has a nice bishop on the diagonal. You have the pawns and the queen here. You get e5, rook e8, knight e4, knight c4. We get takes, knight e5. We get queen f5, another nice move here due to the pin. g4, queen e6, knight c3, and after rook c8, rook e2, and queen b3, Danya starts to take over the game. I don't care what Kramnik tweeted, you guys. I don't care one bit. I don't care at all. I already gave my thoughts on Kramnik, and I hope someone clipped it. And then we got this endgame where Danya gets 2 connected pawns. We get rook c1, bishop b2, bishop a3, b2, bishop f8, and now bishop g7. And now Danya just brings the king all the way over. He has a passed pawn on b2. And then we get this position, and eventually he goes on to win this game. Force the trade, bring the bishop back. Now the knight is dominated by the bishop. No squares available here. We get king d5, h5. Then we get g3, bishop d6. And here Fabiano resigns because Danya's controlling the 2 pawns with the b. The king comes over and gobbles this one. And he gets a very big win. Probably the biggest win of his classical chess career against Fabiano in the 2021 US Championship. So this was... I remember this game because Danya was struggling in the tournament, but he had this huge win against Fabiano. It speaks to how good he was. So All right, you guys. I'll just go back to the regular scene. This news is painful for me. Yes, it's extremely sad. It's extremely sad. Daniel was really proud of his game against Ortiz Suarez. I can try to find that too. I'm not gonna watch his last video. It's gonna be too painful. I assume it was this game, but let me find it. Was it this game? I think it's this game, right? Yeah. Daniel with the white pieces. Yeah, he played this too. He and Bortnyk, both of them love to play this Jobava London with d4, knight c3, and bishop f4. Yep. Okay, complicated position. A lot of mistakes if we're only human. Yeah, and then he plays this. Rook e2, rook e1, the double stacked rooks on the file. We get rook c8, then we get c5, g5, and now we get the move rook takes e6. Beautiful sacrifice by Danya, sacking the rook and trying to play against black's weaknesses. All these passive pieces, the weak pawn on d5, great bishop, everything very, very clogged here for black. Get a6, bishop b1, rook c6. I thought my light would stay on, but we got this. Oh, Danya does a double rook sack. He did a double rook sack. Plays queen d3 and knight e3, and even though he's down 2 rooks for a bishop and a knight, he's got all these pawns rolling up the board, the double A battery on the diagonal, and he ends up going on to win this game with these knights and the queen. This is actually a very beautiful game. Very, very beautiful game. His chess videos were so great. For me, the best, really sad. If you were an intermediate player looking to improve in chess, his videos were easily the best. They were ones that would help you improve. I know there are other people who, actually, I shouldn't say it that way. Some people are talking about Levy, but I would say that, you know, there's a lot of content out there, but if you truly are looking to improve at chess, Daniel was the best. He was the best. Hearing your voice crack makes me all shaken up. I mean, I'm incredibly strong mentally. I'm not going to lie. I am incredibly strong. You know, I'm not going to pretend that I'm not. I think you have to be in order to make online content. You have to be extremely strong. You have to be extremely strong. Like, even though I didn't read comments, I'm aware that there's some stupid thread or clip about me from yesterday trying to make me out to be the worst person in the world. And you have to be incredibly strong mentally to either not take those comments to heart or to be able literally just to not go to such sites. And I'm the latter. I'm able to just ignore websites and just go about my day and everything that I do. I mean, like, you know, there's something to be said, but I will tell you guys that I'm incredibly sad today. And Bortnyk also streaming, yeah. No, I mean, ultimately nothing can be done. I learned this from the situation with Reckful 5 years ago. You know, that if someone's gone at a really young age, you know, there's nothing you can do. I mean, I remember back in 20, I was thinking to myself, like, why didn't I try to go to Austin when he was there? You know, why didn't I write him a message, you know, the day before, or all these little things that you know, it would have been nice to have been able to do, but you can't. You can't go back and change things. That's the thing. You can't. I mean, as much as you want to, you can't. So, yeah. All right. So back to the games. We're waiting for a move in Fabiano's game. Let's see what we get here. But what did Charlie say? I don't know. Charlie responded. Yeah. Actually, no, I'll find out right away. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Charlie sent me a message, so just give me a second. Let me find this. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm just gonna send a message. So Anyway, what happened to Danya? My favorite memory of Danya. I mean, I don't have a favorite memory of him specifically. Oh my god. Ugh. I just got a message. Just oh jeez, I can't read it, and it just makes oh. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. I mean, yeah. Sorry, I mean, I'm writing to a bunch of different people, obviously, at the same time, so I'm trying to do what I can. Like, I'm writing to Charlotte, I'm writing to other people I know in Charlotte, so, yeah. It's okay to take a break, yeah. Hanging, I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay, but yeah, so you asked me my favorite memory. I don't have a single memory that I would say is my favorite, but I think with Daniel, what I will always remember more than anything else is his enthusiasm, like his love of the game of chess. Really, like, I mean, having watched a stream here or there, having played against him, just the enthusiasm when he would get these positions, you know, trying to attack, playing with the initiative. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I think it was his passion specifically for blitz and bullet chess, his passion for quick time controls, and his love of like attacking chess. His love of attacking chess, like that is probably what I will always remember. I mean, obviously he was a great commentator, but just for me, like since I played against him so many times, like that's what I will always remember. I'll remember his passion, his love of the game. That's what I remember. That's what I will remember. Talk to Bortnyk, he's crying too. I mean, I feel terrible for Bortnyk. I mean, I think Danya and Bortnyk were basically like brothers. Basically like brothers. So I can't, I mean, it's, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just, yeah.
I was wrong to say I loved her.
What happened to Danya? He's not with us anymore, you guys. He's not with us. His impersonations also, yes.
I've been running from
How much did you play with him online? I mean, chess.com probably has these stats. I think I played against Daniel Naroditsky more than I played against anyone else. Maybe Alireza is close. I'll actually check. Let me create a new window.
when I don't love who I am. And how can I give you
Like if I go to my profile, give me 1 second. If I go to my profile here, if I click on games, let's see, opponent, was it GM Naroditsky or was it Dan? I think it was Daniel Naroditsky, right? No, was it GM Naroditsky? I'm trying to figure out GM Naroditsky. No, was it Daniel Naroditsky? Yes. Okay. So let me click on his profile. Sorry if this scene is off, you guys, but let me click on his profile.
But how am I supposed to love you when I don't?
How do I see my stats against him?
How can I give you all?
How do I see my stats against him? Somewhere here there should be stats. Let me click on Blitz. Oh yeah, here we go. I don't know if you guys can see it on the right-hand side. Let me change the scene. There we go. Yeah, my games against Danya. 2075 to 936. We basically played 3,000 games. And is this just Blitz or is this Bullet too? It's total. We played 3,000 games against each other. 3,000 games, yep. I'm pretty sure that's most games I played against anybody on chess.com. Not counting ICC either. Not counting ICC. We played many games there as well. Yeah. Check Alireza. I mean, I'm sure I played Alireza, but it's nowhere near there. My first memory, I mean, I don't specifically remember. I mean, it probably was the U.S. Championship in 2015, honestly, when I played him. But... Oh, 3,000 is just Blitz? Okay, so I click Bullet. How do I... if I click bold, let me refresh the page. No, it says, is this total? It says 3,011 games. It says overall. If you could say one thing to Danya, what would it be? Ugh. Ugh. You know what I would say to Danya, is just having spoken to him a lot about certain specific topics. You know, if there was one thing that I could say to him, it would probably be, you know, to remember to do your, this is actually a problem with streamers in general, but just remember all the good things, all the positive comments on, whether it's on your videos, whether it's on your stream, to remember all the positivity and to not let the negativity get you down. Has Adusa messaged me? She's not, so I assume she's playing. I mean, you can't stop the games. The games have started. You can't stop the games. You can't stop them. So I would just say to do your best to remember the good times. Remember the good things. That's what I would say. But anyway, I don't know what happened. I'm not going to speculate. I think probably the Charlotte Chess Club and or Bortnyk will probably say something down the road. But I'm not going to speculate on that. So it seems Levon hasn't made a move yet. I don't know what you mean by that. The games are going on, but yes. Bortnyk himself doesn't know the reason. I mean, I assume it's like, I assume they do an autopsy or all that other stuff probably to know, but you know, it's just very, very sad. It's very sad. It's very sad. If Daniel was watching right now, what would you want him to know? Oh, same question as earlier. I think it's mostly that, you know, there are things that are more important than just the game. I haven't heard from Levy yet, no. I mean, well, I was about to make a slip, but Levy also probably has more info. That's yeah, I was about to slip, but Levy probably has more info. So anyway, yeah, I would just say though, if Daniel, you know, if Daniel were out there, we're out there, you know, watching right now, you know, whether it's up above or whatever is some way to hear what's being said. I mean, I think it's just, you know, to remember the positive impact he had. Like, he had a very, very big impact with the online scene. I did not see Daniel recently. I mean, my mental health is indestructible, and that's I'm not gonna flex. I'm not trying to flex you guys, but if I'm being brutally honest, like my mental health is stronger than anybody else's, and it's not even close. The amount of stuff I've had to, the amount of spears and swords and knives and everything that have been thrown at me over the years, I mean, I'm basically indestructible. I'm gonna say that. I'm not trying to flex. I'm saying that because, like, I'm able to just, like, ignore all the nonsense. Levy tweeted 1 minute ago. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even trolling when I say that. Calling me a dickhead? Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, I've had to deal with so much hate directed my way over the last, like, 5 years. But anyway, back to what we're talking about. Don't say things like that. I'm saying that because I think mental health is a very serious thing, and it's very easy. It's very easy to let it affect you negatively. I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I'm saying that simply because of the fact that, like, you know, I know very well what it's like to have brigades come at you, to have people try to cancel you, to have people accuse you of this, that, or the other thing. I know it better than almost anyone. I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I'm saying that because it's the truth. And I also would say one other thing, just one general thing. This is a general thing. I would also say that because, you know, I don't talk about it much, but, you know, when I was much younger, there were periods I had certain thoughts. I will say that there were periods I had certain thoughts when I was much younger. Now we don't know if that's like what happened here or not, but I'm just telling you that, you know, when I was younger, I had certain thoughts. So I'm not immune. I'm not immune to this stuff. I'm not immune to any of this stuff with mental health. All right, so there is a tweet from Levy. Let's see what Levy tweeted. Let's see what Levy tweeted. Levy tweeted, I've been sitting here numb for the past hour staring at this news. The world lost a brilliant man today. May his memory live on forever, and may we always cherish his contributions to our beautiful game. Yes. Yep. But I felt like I should stream today. I really did. I really felt like I should stream today. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the game, so I'll just leave it here. We'll obviously keep doing everything we can, but yeah. Yeah, I mean I'm heartbroken, I'm not gonna lie. Also because even though people assume, you know, people like to assume there's huge drama or everybody hates each other, everything. I would also tell you guys that the only person that I probably spoke to in recent times, the only other person I spoke to a lot in recent times was Levy. Daniel was the person that Daniel was the person that I spoke to the most. He was the person I spoke to the most. People from like the online just like streamer community, he is the person I spoke to the most. He is. I mean, we would chat on Discord, but it's yeah, it's extremely sad. It's extremely sad. Well, Dan Bortnyk was playing Dan at the after party. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's you know I think it's one of those things where when you play someone when you play someone when you know I would say when you grow up and you play against him so many times. I mean I know he's a little bit younger than I am, but having played him online from the time he was probably like 13, 14, you know, for 15 plus years, it's really a gut punch. It really is. The bullet brawls also were great. You would say on stream how he was eternally grateful to you for always having his back. Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't enough. I shouldn't say that. Anyway, I shouldn't start saying these what ifs. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah.
I heard there was someone, but I know he don't deserve you.
Yeah. Sorry, you guys.